Friends, it's Jordan Kemper. I want to teach you how to use my favorite tool, the Health and Freedom newspaper. I want to give you some tips. One, I love the newspaper because it forces you to be one-on-one with your prospect. As you're working one-on-one, you're going to be asking questions, you're going to be moving back and forth in the conversation. I want you to think of the newspaper as more of a storybook, pictures that you follow. And I like to pick a couple of the pictures that resonate with me. So I want to take you through page by page, typically the points that I like to cover. And then as you're working with the prospect, you may have to adjust as you go. So as you look at the newspaper, page 1, I love to talk about our facilities based in Salt Lake City. Show the facility, point to it, talk about Dr. Wentz. I always say if you want to understand the company, you got to understand the founder. So I highlight the fact that he started Go Labs. Infectious disease was his main area of interest, and then he shifts that to degenerative disease. We flip the page. I usually like to kind of scroll down to the bottom where it has the countries. I just highlight the fact that USANAs started in 1992. It's expanded into 18 different markets, over 600 million in sales, and that we're a publicly traded company. I then want to take them to the next page and say, you know what, these company statistics are great, but really why this company started was because we're trying to improve our health. So I highlight that USANA is Greek for true health. Then I scroll down to the right corner and I talk about today's health reality. Degenerative disease. You point to this and you start mentioning these diseases, they're going to know that. So once you say, well, these are the main diseases, the next question is, what's the cause? So I like to highlight that oxidation is the cause of these diseases. Oxidation, like an apple, I use guacamole. I'm using examples that resonate with them. Healthy cells equal a healthy body. So show them how oxidation affects the cells. I then flip the page. I like to go to the bottom. I like to highlight the fact that fruits and vegetables are the best source of antioxidants, but because we're not getting what we need out of fruits and vegetables, the solution is supplementation. Highlight that the essentials are our main product, and then I will sometimes touch on the comparative guide if I need to. I move over and I mention that we have USANAs and body rocks for teenagers and for children. Flip the page. We've got our optimizers. You don't need to talk about every optimizer. Just pick a couple of your favorites. You're trying to highlight the fact that we can customize the nutritional needs based on that person, and that's important. Mention the My Health Pack, that you can put those pills into a My Health Pack as well. Flip the page. I always ask the same question. Do people think more about energy and disease prevention, or do they think about weight loss? The truth is we all want weight loss. So USANA's got a meal replacement system. I talk about the NutriMeal. I talk about the Reset. Again, I'll only spend as much time on this as I need to. Keep in mind, sometimes they're interested in the product for the health benefits. Sometimes they're interested in the product because this is going to be the tool that they're marketing with. So I'm trying to identify, are they seeing this as a product that they're simply going to market, or are they identifying this as a product that they want to consume? I'll spend more time on that if I need to. I mentioned the Rev. I move over to the Sanse. Again, I'm just saying no added chemicals, no preservatives. It's safe for your skin. Usually we'll tell a story about using the skincare products. That's important. Once you've done that, flip the page. We want duplication. If you get to this portion of the presentation, they say, wow, he's really good at this, or wow, he's a scientific genius, they might start to think that they can't do this. So this is where you unpeel the layers and you say, look, this is actually very simple. We've got a health assessment. It will tell you what you need to use and what others need to use. This will create more duplication in your business. Move to the next page. I always ask the same question. Do people think more about health or finances? This is a nice transition into the wealth piece. I then highlight the different ways to earn income. I flip the page, and then I don't want to overwhelm them, and this page oftentimes seems that way. Use analogies. Use Subway, use Panera, use something that they understand, and then take them through each of the figures. Ask questions as you move through the figures to make sure that they're following along. Sometimes they'll say yes, but they're not really getting it. Ask questions to make sure that they are indeed following along, and don't make them feel bad if they're not understanding it. Be patient. Work through it with them. As you work to the figure 4, make sure you highlight the customer program, the reentry program, and then figure 5 is really in your close. You know, are you interested more in 1 center or 3 centers? And you want to make sure that they understand the difference between 1 and 3 centers. If you ask them at the very end of the presentation which one makes more sense, they should say 3 business centers. If they do, you've done your job well. I then like to go down and talk about the tax benefits to show them that they're going to benefit from the taxes as well. I flip the page. Now I want to put this into practical terms. people are actually seeing success with this business. In fact, we've had over 200 people make the $1 Million Club. And then to rehash how the quality of our products is the best, I talk about the athletes. And we've got over 600 professional Olympic athletes. I then like to usually flip the page back, and then I finish on this page. I want them to see the difference between 1 and 3 centers. If they say 3 centers is best, I then want them to look at the options for 3 business centers, which is our startup package options. And as I start teaching about these startup package options, again, I'm highlighting the fact that these are simple options to get started with 3 business centers. Teach them the difference between the Entrepreneur Pack and the Pro Pack. And if need be, I will use the income chart somewhere in the presentation. Sometimes I use it in the beginning, sometimes I use it midway, sometimes I use it at the end. Depends. Is a person motivated by money? You need to show it to them at the beginning. If they're not so motivated by money, you might want to use it maybe at the end just to show them the potential. As you do so, don't be afraid to ask questions as you close at the end. Watch me in this presentation and I'll show you how it's done. Dallin, I'm Jordan.
Jordan, hey.
Good to meet you, man. I appreciate you taking some time to take a look at this opportunity.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I am from the area, Salt Lake. I work up at a dental office. I manage an office.
Okay, and you got a family?
I'm single. Yeah, just have some roommates.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Living the dream.
That's awesome. You go to school around here?
Yeah, University of Utah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you enjoy your job? What's that like?
I do like it. I like to interact, and it's good. I enjoy it. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's a job, but I like it.
And you look like a pretty healthy guy. You take care of yourself pretty well.
Yeah, you could say that. I like to exercise now and then and work out a little bit. So.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. Well, I think this is going to be a cool opportunity. I think you're going to be glad that you took a look at it. I tell you, I was introduced to USANA in 2006.
Oh.
My mom was struggling with her health. A physician reached out to her, introduced her to the product line. It worked really well. Truthfully, I was at the time studying medicine. I was in college.
Wow.
Probably like you, I wasn't necessarily looking for a quick fix to my health. Mm-hmm. I felt pretty healthy.
Yeah.
But I was intrigued by the fact that this doctor was doing this business.
Right.
So I decided, you know what, I'll take a look. And I'm glad that I did. It turned out to be a good decision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work through some content with you. This is actually called the Health and Freedom Newspaper.
Okay.
I'll work through this quickly with you, and then you can keep this and you can take it with you. Sound good?
Yeah.
So let's get started. I tell you what, man. Here's a picture of the beautiful facility in Salt Lake City. The company was started in '92. The founder was a guy named Dr. Wentz. I think in order to understand the company, you got to understand the founder.
Okay.
He started a real successful company in the '70s called Go Labs. He was studying infectious disease.
Oh.
And trends started to shift. People aren't really dying of smallpox or diphtheria anymore.
Right.
So he was going and shifting his research, and he started this beautiful facility. You can see all the products are made in-house. Some background on the company. Company started in '92. It's expanded into 18 different markets.
Okay.
It's a publicly traded company, over $600 million in sales. So what that told me was that the company was at least sustainable.
Right.
The company was going to be around. But truthfully, like I said, my mom had started using these products. So I think really the focus for me in the beginning was understanding the health component. If you look here, it says that the leading causes of death today are heart disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory disease, and diabetes.
Yeah.
You know anybody struggling with any of those?
Definitely, yeah. My mom has heart disease and
Yeah. So these are all considered degenerative, which means they happen fast or slow. That's slow, right?
Right.
So what I needed to understand was if these happen slow and degenerative disease is causing death, what leads to degenerative disease? Dr. Wentz and many others have alluded to this cause being oxidation. Have you heard of oxidation?
A little bit, yeah, not too much.
Think of it like an apple turning black.
Oh, right.
Or a car rusting, right? That oxidative process. So our poor food choices and some of our lifestyle choices lead to our cells undergoing oxidation. So if you look under this microscope, these are cells undergoing oxidation. Now, how do we stop, say, guacamole from turning brown? We add some sort of lime or lemon juice. So by adding antioxidants, we can actually slow down the process of oxidation and essentially make our cells healthy, right? So where do we get antioxidants? Well, the best source is fruits and vegetables. Do you eat 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day?
Of course. No,
yeah, nobody does. So it's difficult to do so, and there are a few exceptions. Some people do, but it's a challenge to do so.
Right.
So I believe that supplementation is not a substitute for a healthy diet, but a supplement to a good diet.
Right.
So USANA's foundational product is called the Essentials. It's our multivitamin. It's a combination. It's an antioxidant and mineral. Many of the things you've heard of, vitamin E, vitamin C, grapeseed extract, calcium, a combination of vitamins and minerals that gives you a complete multivitamin.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you currently take a multivitamin. Do you use a multivitamin?
I've bought a couple, but, sticking with them regularly.
Well, here's what stood out to me. One, the way the product's made. The products are made in an FDA-registered facility. Additionally, we could look together at some point. This comparative guide actually shows that USANAs had one of the highest rated nutritional products.
Wow. So
you can actually see how USANA's product kind of stack up against maybe some of the other products you've used in your past. I used certain products in college and high school, but when I saw how USANA ranked in this comparative guide, it was powerful.
Because there's a lot out there.
Yeah. Now, you look at USANimals, they've got children's versions, they've got Body Rocks for teenagers, so obviously our needs are all a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And then your mom, your cousins, your friends, I mean, everybody's needs are very, very different.
Right.
So USANA is really about optimization. We've got optimizers. We've got a whole array of optimizers. So these are just some. I mean, one of my favorites is fish oil. Mm-hmm. A lot of research about vitamin D. We've got calcium, important for bone health, important for muscle contraction. You've probably read about probiotics, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we can customize to your individual needs based on what you need. Pretty cool?
Yeah.
And then we've got actually this My Health Pack. Actually, this thing is awesome. I don't want to open multiple bottles every day.
Right.
So we can take these products, we can put it in a customized My Health Pack with your name on it, and it will be customized nutrition just for you.
Oh, wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
Now, help me with this. Do people think more about disease prevention or weight loss, would you say?
Weight loss.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, yeah.
So even at 22, I mean, I wanted a tighter six-pack, I wanted convenience, I wanted healthy options.
Yeah.
So USANA simplified this process. They have meal replacements and snack bars. And these are entire meal replacements. I mean, they're balanced. They've got proteins, fats, carbs, fiber. Mm-hmm. And then they've got a convenient 5-day jump start that they call the reset. So you can actually take the shakes and bars. They put it in this 5-day kit. And I've put a ton of people on this program.
Really?
The reset's effective. A lot of people lose weight, feel better. Energy levels are consistent. Insulin levels are dropping. Mm-hmm. But really, I mean, you think about it for a young person. Average young person spending anywhere from $6 to $10 for lunch,
right.
$10 to $15 for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
These meal replacements come out to less than $3 a meal replacement.
Wow.
So not only are they cost effective, but they're healthy options. Mm-hmm. And if somebody wants to jumpstart or lose a lot of weight, they can start with a reset and then move into what we call transform phase.
Okay.
Really cool. Are you an energy drink guy?
Definitely.
So
it's necessary. Yeah,
so most are consuming Monsters and Red Bulls and 5-hour energies.
Right.
And so what we've got with our Rev 3 product is a healthy option. I tell people it's kind of a replacement for some of those unhealthy options. It's clean, it's natural source of caffeine, it's got coenzyme Q10 in it, and most importantly, the thing tastes good.
Nice.
So I use the Rev 3 before workouts. Mm-hmm. Mid-afternoon, I kind of hit that lull. Right. Oftentimes I'll just grab a Rev 3, and these surge packs are good too. Pretty cool so far. Yeah. Any questions so far? Making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, our third product line is our skincare line. Now, average dude doesn't think about skincare, but I'll tell you right now, man, you got to preserve the sexy. And truthfully, what I've found with these skincare products is you want them to be self-preserving. You don't want chemicals. Mm-hmm. What you put on your skin dissolves in your bloodstream within minutes.
Yeah.
So you should be able to eat your skincare products. So this is a self-preserving skincare line that we call Sanse. And I'll tell you, when I'm talking about complete, well-balanced lifestyle, I want healthy skin, I want to look great, I want to maintain a healthy weight, and then I want consistent energy.
Right.
So USANA's got 3 product lines to where we can target all of these major needs.
Yeah.
You can see that these are the main 3 product lines that USANA's got. Now, you might be saying, well, this is a little bit overwhelming. You know, I don't have a science background, or I'm not sure how I would teach people to use these, or what products are right for me. USANA's fixed that. We've got an awesome health assessment that you can complete. You just go through, you answer some basic questions, height, weight, biometrics, kind of a family history.
Yeah.
You'll answer questions, and it'll spit out a report of what products are necessary for you, and you can send the link to somebody else, and they can complete that as well.
Wow.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, because it would be hard to choose. So
it's duplicatable. It's easy to teach. And I like that we've got so many doctors. Our scientists and doctors are approved. Something that stood out to me since I was heading to medical school, the products are all listed in the physician's desk reference.
Oh, wow.
So that to me was powerful, just seeing, again, how the products are made. Now, I've kind of gone through this quickly, but I kind of want to turn the page now. Think about this. Does the average person think more about health or finances?
Well, I think probably finances on a daily
basis. And so would it be fair to say that some people will compromise their health due to their finances?
Definitely, yeah.
So the other side to USANA is the wealth component. And truthfully, in the beginning, I was kind of a little bit leery when it came to that. I had questions, but as I started really researching, it was powerful for me to see. Something that I'm going to give to you too here is our income chart. You can see on this income chart, it says that $76,000 is the average for full-time associates, and $25,000 is the annual average for those that earn as little as one commission check a month. Basically what that means is part-time.
Yeah.
So I started in my first year, I hit the level of bronze director. An average bronze director makes $29,000.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good for still being in college.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the level of diamond director. The average diamond director makes $299,000.
That's a jump.
So the reality is I work with a lot of people, and most people do this part-time. You know, an extra $5,000 a year can change your situation.
Definitely.
You could send your kids to a private school, you could upgrade, go on a couple more vacations.
Yeah.
Or if somebody really wants to take this to a full-time income, that potential is there as well. Make sense?
Yeah.
So let me show you kind of how this baby works. Here's the deal. Your traditional job that you've got right now, my guess is you've probably got one or two different ways to make income.
Right.
Salary, commission.
Yeah.
Okay. USANA has 6 ways to get paid.
Wow.
Multiple streams of income. Number 1 is retail. You're familiar with that. You buy it, sell it for more. Number 2, my favorite, weekly commissions. This is where we develop residuals.
Okay.
Number 3 is a lifetime matching bonus. If I sponsor you into the business and you can achieve certain levels, what will happen is USANA will actually pay me a 15% match of all of your commissions.
Wow.
So do I want you making 100 a week or 1,000 a week?
1,000.
You bet.
Yeah.
I want you making more, and they're going to incentivize me to train you to do so.
Right.
Powerful.
And that's on every
commission check,
wow.
and every person that you sponsor. Powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, now incentives, iPads, luxury travel. I don't know if you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
But they want us to do well, so they give incentives. Leadership bonus, they give basically 3% of worldwide weekly bonus pool. So they're taking 3% of commissions on a weekly basis, giving back to the leaders.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then they have an elite bonus. They take 1% of quarterly bonus shared among the top 35 income earners. Actually, no, you know what? It's top 40 income earners now.
Oh, okay.
So the elite bonus, again, these are all things that you can tap into, and these are ways to get paid. Now, let me show you the mechanism for getting paid here. Okay, this may seem a little bit daunting, maybe a little bit overwhelming, but I'm going to simplify it for you. Talk in terms you understand. Subway, you get paid for movement of sandwiches.
Right.
Right? It's a franchise.
Yeah.
If you don't move sandwiches, do you get paid?
No.
So in USANA, we're not moving sandwiches, we're moving products.
Okay.
A different product, but we're moving USANA products. Since USANA is an internationally based company, all of our products have a point value assigned to them. And as we move points, we receive commissions. Now, would it be easier to move products by yourself or with a team of people?
I think a team.
Yeah, a team of people. So the way this structure works is you own a business center, functions much like a franchise, and you actually enroll 2 friends, maybe interested in health, wealth, combination of both. But as Jill and Bob start buying products for themselves and others, you're going to start to establish an organization whereby you start moving points. Now, we get paid for our ability to move points in a left and a right organization. Call it the left side and the right side. As you move points left and right, you'll generate commissions. Let's just do an example. Jill's team moves 3,500 points. Bob's team moves 2,500 points. Now, whose team did better, Jill's team or Bob's team?
Jill.
Yeah, Jill did a little bit better. So what USANA is going to do is they're going to come over here to the weekly payout. They're going to determine the common denominator.
Oh.
You hit 3,000 on this side, but you didn't here. So we've got to go up to the next payout level, which is 2,000 left and right. And in this case, your paycheck would be $400.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now the points that are left over carry over into the next week. So it's like rollover minutes. They're not penalizing you.
That makes sense.
They're just trying to get you to balance.
Right.
Now people say, well, is this a sales job? And truthfully, what I think it is, it's a leadership role. If you were leading your organization well, would it be more advantageous for you to work with Jill or Bob the next week?
Probably Bob.
Yeah, you got to help Bob. He's got to get going a little bit.
Catch up.
And if Bob's on vacation, then work with somebody else. So everybody can help you. No one can hurt you.
Okay.
And it's really up to you. And this is where I love USANA. I mean, you're going to get paid what you're worth. How well you lead your organization, how well you help your team will really determine your commissions. Now, if you ever maximize the business center, you'll earn a $1,000 commission check.
Okay.
When you earn a $1,000 commission check, what will happen is they're going to actually give you what's called a re-entry. A re-entry functions like a second Subway. Can you make more money with one subway or 2 subways?
Definitely 2.
Yeah, 2 subways. So what happens here is as you're working with 2, your earning potential's doubled.
Oh, okay.
And you'll start this process again. Now we also have a customer program. This is cool. Every customer can sign up for free.
Okay.
It's kind of like you get the Costco discount, but you don't have to be an associate. So you get the same products for the same rate as an associate. The only catch is you're not eligible for commissions. So if you know people that are solely interested in better health, customer program's terrific.
So they wouldn't be building necessarily.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if they elect to become an associate down the road, they can do so.
Oh.
But I just like, because some people are just truly interested in health, the customer program is a great option.
Right.
Okay. Now, you can start with 1 business center or 3 business centers. And this is a point of confusion for some, but I'll simplify it. Can you make more money with 1 or 3 business centers?
I would guess 3.
Yeah, you triple your earning potential.
Right.
So if you look at this, Jill signs up here, you get paid once. If Jill signs up here, you get paid twice.
Oh.
Is that making sense?
Yeah.
So ideally, if you're working with 3 business centers, you're essentially working with 3 subways from the very beginning, and you essentially are tripling your earning potential.
Okay.
Now, 200 points starts 1 business center, and 400 points starts 3 business centers.
Okay.
So people always ask, what's the catch? Well, the catch is that the startup cost is just a little bit more.
Okay.
As you start with 3 business centers and 400 points, you put yourself in an earning potential of $156,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You follow me so far? Now, I don't know what your stance is when it comes to understanding taxes, but I'll tell you right now, taxes is your biggest expense.
Yeah.
So the cool thing with understanding the home-based business option is that if you don't own a home-based business, you're probably paying a tune of $3,000 to $9,000 extra a year in taxes. So as you consider that, Sandy Botkin says you should own a home-based business for that reason alone.
Right. Right on.
So a lot of the things that you're already doing would become tax deductible.
Okay.
So here's what I tell everybody. You will benefit from the health that USANA will offer to you. You will improve your health. You will save on your taxes. Those 2 things are non-negotiables. They will happen. If you do happen to make money with USANA, that's an added bonus.
Yeah.
I can really promise the first 2. The third one's going to be up to you whether we work this business or not.
Okay.
You see how there's so much value in this? I wanted it for the health reasons. I wanted the tax benefits, and the income works too if you work the business.
Yeah.
So if you look at this, this was powerful. We've got over 200 members in the $1 Million Club. A lot of people having success. So within their USANA career, over 200 different people have earned upwards of $1 million.
Wow.
You can see the incentives and pictures. Something that stood out to me as well is the athletes that are involved with USANA. We've got over 600 professional Olympic athletes. They're the pickiest people in the world when it comes to supplements.
They have to be, yeah.
So I don't know if you're into boxing or football or what, but we've got Mike Lee and Tim Bradley, and this is a good buddy of mine, Andy Studebaker. These guys, their body's their business.
Yeah.
So the fact that they trust USANA, to me, was powerful. Any banned substance traced back to one of these athletes, they reimburse the athletes up to $1 million.
USANA does.
Yeah.
Wow.
$1 million guarantee. Powerful.
Yeah.
So I've given you a more or less a great summary of USANA, and hopefully I've answered most of your questions. I want to make sure, does this compensation plan, does this resonate? Does this make sense?
I think so. The basic idea, yeah.
Now, the difference between 1 and 3 centers makes sense as well?
Yeah. So they are just placed further below you.
Yeah.
You just have the business center.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you were to think about 2 people maybe in your sphere of influence, people, family, friends, coworkers, are there people that you're thinking about that maybe would be good candidates?
Yeah. I have a couple that might just be interested in product, but some that might actually want to do it.
So the way that this would work is we would work together.
Okay.
We would work as a team, and I will help you to lead your organization. I want to teach you to become an independent business owner.
Okay.
As you build your business, if you like the business, you can just supplement the income that you already have. And if you'd like to in time, it could replace your income.
Okay.
It just really is up to you. So if 3 business centers is the best option, I want to show you ways to get started with USANA. Okay? And again, this is for you to keep. But here's the deal. We've got some different startup options. The Entrepreneur Pack, $600, but it's almost $1,200 worth of value. You're probably saying to yourself, well, Jordan, if I'm going to do this business, I need to try the product.
Yeah.
Well, USANA understands that. So they give you a wide variety of the products to try. You get the health pack, you get some fish oil, you get reset kit, you get shakes and bars and skincare. They want you to become a product of the product. Additionally, if you see this as an entrepreneur, you're going to need some online services.
Okay.
So you're going to get Income Maximizer. You get 10 cycles, which is a $200 value.
Okay.
And then additionally, you're going to get event passes. So you get 2 vouchers to attend our regional and international conventions.
Oh, okay.
I really believe in increasing your skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do that is to attend our conventions.
Yeah.
But again, those cost money.
Mm-hmm.
So with these event vouchers, those costs are covered. So the value of this thing's $1,200 and you get it for $600. In addition, you buy the business development system. So that really is a low startup cost, especially compared to a traditional franchise.
Okay.
Okay, and those that want to get paid like a professional, choose the professional pack. And I believe that the professional pack's a great value. You're going to get about $1,600 worth of value for $1,250. Okay, again, as you start to consider what you're getting in this, you're getting a ton of products to try. You start to become a product of the product.
Okay.
And this can be tax deductible as well. Now, 10 cycles of Income Maximizer, and now you get 4 event vouchers.
Okay.
So you could attend maybe a few conventions. You could attend regional as well as international. So both are great options. Both will give you 3 business centers. If these weren't good options for you, you can handpick certain products that you want, but you don't get the value of the Income Maximizer and the event passes that we've got.
And so those are instant 3 business centers.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So again, the key here is 400 points. 400 points activates 3 centers.
Okay.
But because of these product packages have more than 400 sales volume points, you automatically activate your 3 business centers.
Okay.
So give me some feedback. I mean, I went through the products does this seem like an option that you're excited about, something you could see yourself doing?
I think so. There's time commitment, I think, obviously. And like you said, I would definitely want to learn a little bit more about the product.
Yeah.
Become, involved and be able to tell people that they work for me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you say time commitment, I think to build a business successfully within USANA, a commitment of 5 to 10 hours a week is what you need to do. If you don't do that, I'm not going to get mad at you, not going to get upset. I just don't expect you to grow if you're not spending 5 to 10 hours a week. I mean, think about it with weight training.
Yeah.
You don't just weight train 1 week and see results the rest of the year.
Exactly.
It's consistency. So 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, if you put that into your business, you can really see the benefits. Additionally, if you want the tax breaks, you need to justify 10 hours a week in your business.
Oh, right.
So again, those tax breaks are huge.
Yeah.
So we could find time to do this on a part-time basis, and I could teach you how to spend those hours. And then what will happen is you don't really have a testimony when it comes to the products, but I do. Others on our team do. So you can use our story as you start to develop your own story. And that's why I really encourage these startup packages, because I want you to use all the products so that you can start feeling more confident using the product and then talking about it.
And the retail aspect, how does that tie in?
Yeah, so you could buy the essentials at a auto ship rate, which is about 20% off of retail.
Okay.
And you could turn around and sell it at retail. You can do that, but again, that's a one-time sale.
Right.
I think it's good to expose people that way. But truthfully, the reason I really teach people to get on auto ship is because I don't want to inventory the products. I want people to be educated on why the product works, and then I want USANA to drop ship the products to them. So they're using the products, and then I'm getting paid commissions off of their use of it.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And can preferred customers also do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're all on auto ship. So if they're all on auto ship, they don't have to be, but if they choose to be, their products will come every 28 days. And again, it's residual because when you run out of your products, you buy more product. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
One other thing I didn't touch on is the auto ship.
Okay.
I used the word auto ship. What that means is you're required to spend at least 100 points per month if you want to remain eligible for compensation.
Okay.
Should you ever choose not to have a 100-point auto ship, you just lose your eligibility for compensation.
And can you regain it?
Yes.
Okay.
So 100 points, I mean, you think about it. A couple bags of Nutrimeal, bars, skincare, vitamins, fish oil.
Right.
It's very simple to get to 100 points a month. They're interested in personal consumption. You could retail the products if you want to, but if you're not using the product, unlikely that you'll be sharing it with others.
Okay. So how long does a bottle, let's say the essentials, like, does that last about a month, or how does that work?
Yep. So everything comes in a 28-day supply.
Oh, okay.
Nutrimeal and bars a little bit different, but the vitamins all come in a 28-day supply.
So you're basically just replenishing.
Yep. Now, if we're spending, let's say, in the neighborhood of $150 a month, what's going to be our goal from a financial standpoint? We want to make more than $150 a month.
Right, obviously, yeah.
So if we're making more than we're spending, we'd never stop spending.
Mm-hmm.
So your health continues to improve, you continue to get the tax deductions, and it's not a financial distraction. This is why I say it's a brilliant compensation plan. And then as you start helping other people make money and help other people start feeling healthy, you're going to feel much better about yourself and feel much more confident in sharing this opportunity with others. I'm telling you, man, I can see it. You've got a great personality, man. You're easy, you're approachable, easy to talk to. I think you could really build a solid team. And I think if we work carefully together, we could have a lot of success.
Yeah. Sounds pretty exciting, actually.
Well, help me here. And again, if you need some more time, I do understand. While you've got me here and I'm sitting in front of you, I'm curious. I mean, what's holding you back maybe from starting today?
The initial commitment, I mean, that seems like quite a bit of product. And that's one of my concerns, I would say. Right now, I'm kind of leaning toward the entrepreneur pack.
Sure. Well, I tell you, this is enough product for you personally. If you've got family and friends you want to share some of these products with, you can do so.
Okay.
But really, like I said, it's kind of like Facebook. I tell people, honestly, when it comes to Facebook, reading a book and studying it and learning everything there is to know about Facebook is not the best way to learn Facebook.
Right.
You just jump in.
Sign it.
So I tell people, you don't have to be good to get started, but you have to get started to get good. So I'll tell you, the Entrepreneur Pack is an excellent option, especially for a single guy. You hop in with this, the products will show up in 3 to 6 business days. If you live near Salt Lake, you can just pick your products up. Then what happens is USANA's got an e-apprentice. I'd like to see you complete the training within the first 72 hours.
Okay.
Not difficult to complete. Once you've done that, I feel that you'll have your shoes on, you're ready to play in the game. Your foundation will be set. And then what we'll do is we'll start working together to teach others about how they too can join us in this opportunity.
Okay.
Sound pretty good?
I think I'm interested, yeah.
All right, man. Well, I tell you what, dude, the Entrepreneur Pack I think is going to be a great option for you. These products will show up, and we'll start this business. We'll have some fun together.
Okay.
All right?
Great.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Jordan.
Well, there you have it. You've seen a newspaper presentation, friends. I'll tell you right now, presenting is a skill. If you want to be successful in USANA, you've got to practice your skill. I encourage you to get out and practice this newspaper presentation. Family members, friends, coworkers, just get out and practice it. Even if the person says no, it's still practice. It's an opportunity for you to get better at your skills. If you've got upline or downline or crossline people that use the newspaper, watch them present. The more you can be around it, the more you can try it, the more you're going to get used to handling objections. I've done thousands of newspaper presentations. There's not an objection that I haven't heard. So I want to implore you guys to get out and practice. Practice, practice, practice. Use this newspaper, hand these newspapers out, and start to see success in your business.